Adam Small here again from My Music Masterclass, and today we have another review for you. Fesley gave us one of their acoustic guitars to review today. The model is D60, and Fesley is a new company for us, meaning that we haven't reviewed any of their products before. But they did tell us that their guitars are made in the same factory as Fender and Harley Benton, so we'll see what it's like when we get to the review. Now, before we get started, we have to do the disclaimer because we always do a disclaimer on this channel. Fesley did send us this guitar in exchange for this review that you're watching right now. But they didn't tell us to say anything specific or coach us in any way. We're always unbiased on this channel. This review will be unbiased as well, so let's get moving. All right, so I had Fesley send this acoustic guitar to my good friend and colleague, Jake Moses, out in Los Angeles. He's a great guitarist, and he's gonna be able to do this review the right way and tell you all what he thinks. So let's go to LA.
So yeah, this is the Fesley. It's their deluxe edition Dreadnought. Dreadnought for the shape that Martin made pretty much standard. If you want, especially like a recording guitar, if you're a singer-songwriter, great for recording, no cutaway, so you can't be ripping solos up here, but it does have that full Dreadnought sound, which is nice. The neck is super thick. It's kind of like that C shape. That might be tough for some beginners, but as a beginner, if you can get used to that and this action, then your fingers will strengthen real fast. And once you start playing with this guitar, you could definitely get it to sing. And this price point is for students. It's essentially for beginners. It's like 170 bucks for this. There's no pickup in it. So it's good for the studio. Mic it if you want to play it live, if you get to that point as a performer. Maybe get like a little pickup system you can just throw in there. These tuning pegs are really cool. I love the all black. Jet black. And it's nice and glossy finish. Some little super subtle inlays. This inlay is super cool. Little Fesley mark here. Headstock is pretty beautiful. I love their logo. And on the back, you got the deluxe edition written. Came with a lot of cool stuff. You got pick guards. You got picks. You got a tuner. You got a great capo. You got a strap, little cleaning cloth. If you want, which is what I did, I gave the truss rod just a couple cranks because the action gets very high here. Out of the box, it's pretty tough to play, for sure. So play it for a little bit, tune it, get the feel of it, give it a few cranks, tighten it. It'll fix the action a little bit. It'll soften the strings. I might actually shave this bridge saddle down because I think that'll help a lot. That way it's just not adjusting the neck. Definitely more geared to chordo playing. Definitely fun for chordo playing. For practicing, it's gonna strengthen you. If you're doing stuff like chord scales as you go up the neck. It's gonna be tough. But I really think shaving that saddle down will help. And it's really not that hard to be honest. You just pop this thing out, sand it, make sure you mark how much you want to take off. Just do it super evenly. It's a lot easier than you would think. And for a guitar like this, it's kind of cool because you pay practically nothing for something like this. And then you could basically just tune the thing up and tack on a few $100 in value. It'll play like a $500-$600 guitar. I mean, even just from cranking the truss rod a little bit, it already upped the value on this thing. That's why I love these companies. Like, sure, anyone can get like pro gear. You want to pay thousands, which if you're a professional, you should be doing that. But nobody begins there, and they shouldn't begin there. You got to kind of throw yourself into the fire, strengthen your fingers, get those, you know, calluses nice. And it just feels better. And you can learn on something like this. And then you get your first like $3,000 guitar, and you play the thing, and it's like butter. They have a lot of cool stuff. Bending wise, soloing wise, tough to bend. But again, once I fix that saddle, I might throw some different kind of strings on here. Although I do like that these are like yellowish on the all black neck. It's kind of rad. They have this capo with it. Seems like a pretty nice capo. It's actually really nice. Throw that around here. Feels really nice with the capo, actually. Again, that's because it's like lowering this action. And this is definitely a singer-songwriter type shape. That's kind of what the Dreadnought was designed for, in a sense. So all those like, those beautiful like tropes, like C to F kind of thing. It's really smooth. Capo on the third. Woo! Soft, nice. Bar chords. You'll get used to it. But it'll hurt for a bit. Could use a little work. This is really the only thing I see wrong with it. It's just the high action once you get past kind of like the 7th fret. But I think that can be fixed and adjusted very easily. $170, I'd take the deal.
All right, I'm back here, and thanks so much to Jake for doing that really in-depth and thoughtful review. As of the filming this video, the FD60 goes for $169.99, and that's definitely low in this segment. So essentially for under 200 bucks, you get a playable instrument and a bunch of accessories like the capo and all the stuff that Jake showed you. And with some slight modifications like the truss rod that he did. Oh, and let me say one thing about that. So in Jake's case, he got a neck that was slightly bowed this way, and he tightened the truss rod to straighten it out. That's what you would do. And make sure that if you do that, you only do slow turns and don't do a lot. Don't do big movements. Do a little bit and see how it reacts first. But what I wanted to say is that in your case, if you're getting buzzing and the action's a little too low, check the straightness of the neck and you can loosen the truss rod in that case. If you don't understand what I'm saying at all, bring it to a guitar repair person. Don't break your instrument because you don't know what you're doing. But basically he made a small adjustment and he was talking about maybe shaving down the bridge a little bit just to bring the action down. These are all little things you could do if you know how to do them yourself or if you want to bring it to someone else. But the core of this instrument is solid, meaning that small tweaks can make a big difference. So basically Jake said everything. I don't have to rehash it. It's definitely a solid guitar within the price range. You get a lot for what you pay for. And you know, I hope you liked this video and got something out of it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave one below. If you liked the video, please click the like button. Subscribe, we need more subscribers, and yeah, we'll see you next time.